Doing a Sunday live, you guys. Just wanted to catch some people who maybe can't get to a live during the week. So excited about the song that we shared this morning. I'll wait a little bit for some of you guys to get on, but I know some of you guys watch this on replay, so I don't want to wait too long. I'll just kind of start talking a little bit. So my Chargers just won. So excited. I timed this live perfectly. They just beat the Raiders. So I kind of look like a Raider fan right now, but I'm really a Charger fan. I had my Charger jersey on earlier today. But anyway, say hi if you guys are joining me on this live. Let me know that you guys are here. And I normally come on lives Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So we do that as a regular time slot. And I'll be kind of sharing, well, I will be sharing a little bit more about that on this live about what we're going to be doing this week. Hello there. Welcome to our live. Let me know where you guys are here from, okay? I'm in San Diego. My Chargers just won. Hello. I know, the Chargers just, so my son was at the game and selfishly, I was rooting for the Chargers, obviously, but my son being there from New York, he's in for the holidays. He was there, and I looked for him, of course, like a good mom does. I have to clean off my glasses. Sorry about this. Hi there. So I was looking for my son the entire time in the sidelines or on the sidelines. I didn't see him, but I know he was so excited. So we beat the Raiders. It was awesome. Anyway, you guys, happy football Sunday. If you guys are a fan, hello there. Where are you guys? Seahawks, baby. Okay, your Seahawks won. Where are you guys watching this live from? Let me know. I want to hear where you guys are right now and how's your weather. I mean, we had a beautiful day in San Diego. Can't complain about the weather here. Absolutely gorgeous. Do you guys have snow yet where you are? My family lives in Colorado, and they were saying that they haven't even gotten snow yet, which is kind of weird. But where are you guys watching this from? And one of you said you're a Seahawks fan. So are you actually in Washington? That would be. I actually saw the Seahawks, one of their playoffs in Washington, and that was an amazing football town. Wow. The fans there were incredible. Everyone was wearing the colors. It was awesome to be a part of being right there in Seattle when they had one of their many playoffs. It was awesome. Hi, you guys. Okay, where are you guys from? Orlando. Oh, you're from Canada. Oh, I'm sorry, Ontario, Canada. Awesome. No, why I saw Orlando. I have a lot of people here from Florida. Okay, hi guys. Oh, are any international crew members today? I love our international crew. I know I say that every time. New Jersey, hello in New Jersey. You must be a Patriots fan, I guess, if you're in New Jersey. Isn't that like pretty close? Yes, you are. Okay, you gave me hearts. New Jersey doesn't have a football team, does it? Okay, so you are, where is that? Ireland. Hello in Ireland. Oh my gosh, we need to go see a concert in Ireland. The whole crew. If that all crew can't make it, we'll do a live. How about that? You guys can share with us, all you from Ireland, the amazing place to see a concert, okay? We'll make it happen, okay? I've got some big plans for this channel. And Detroit, you must be a Lions fan then. And you are a lucky guy if you are. Man, they have been good lately. Italy, hello in Italy. I'm so jealous that you guys have like the most incredible food. We have Italian food here, but all the junk that's in the food here in the United States, I hear that you can go to Italy, you don't even gain any weight because the food is so clean there. So I'm getting hearts. Okay, so it's not only tastes good, but it's good for you, which I actually am Greek and Italian, and my relatives lived on olive oil and all of that, and they all lived to be in their 90s. So I think there's something to it. Anyway, you guys, hi, where are you guys from? Tell me. You are, let's see, Alabama. I love it. You've got great football there as well. I know that. You guys kick everybody's, you know what, except for Georgia, right? That's your big rivalry, I think. Hi from England. Hello there. Never been to England. I hear amazing things about England, though. Okay, where else, you guys? Colorado. Awesome. Or was that Coronado? I'm sorry that everything's going so fast. I am going to Colorado, you guys, in a couple weeks. My family's there. I'm so excited to go there. Okay, London. Hello in London. Hello in Philippines. Don't you love this, you guys? Hi in California. You're going to love what we're talking about today. We're talking about Don Henley today a little bit. And his music's all about California. And there's a kind of an interesting story there. We're going to talk about Don Henley a little bit today. Hello there, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. Everyone's telling me that where they're from. All over the world. Brazil, hi in Brazil. I love it. Netherlands, you guys. The Eagles, yes. Don Henley from the Eagles. There's a great story. I can't wait to share it with you guys. If you don't know about Don Henley, we're in Colorado. They are in Lone Tree. And it's just, I want to go to Red Rocks, even though there's not a concert there. If it's not snowing, I want to go check it out and do a live from Red Rocks, you guys. How about that? We'll do a live from Red Rocks and you guys can see how cool it is because it's supposed to be incredible. Hello, everybody. Turkey. Oh my gosh. Thank you, YouTube, for giving me such an amazing group of people today. I absolutely love this, you guys. Oh my gosh. This is making me so happy. From Poland. Oh, Texas. Yay. Go TCU. My son went to Texas Christian University. Hope that doesn't mean you're going to get off this live now because there's a lot of rivalries in Texas. I do know that. Texas is a great place though, you guys. I love all of these comments. They're amazing. Live from Texas, more in Texas. Okay. Algeria, incredible. We share the music, you guys, no matter where we are in the world. That's what's evidenced here by all the amazing people that are sharing where they're from. They're watching my channel. We are a music channel. We're a Gen X music channel. So if you are here, you're still hanging out with me. If you're a subscriber to this channel, you know we share the music every single day. We have the best crew on YouTube. We're a cool group of people. We are not superficial or ridiculous. Sometimes people get ridiculous on my lives, but we squash that pretty quickly, don't we? You guys help me take care of that. I always say I have your back and you guys have my back for sure. You've watched me get out of some interesting little, some of you guys are like, stop, don't respond. We've got this. Thank you for that. I love that because I do have some things I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, you guys are from all over England. I absolutely love it. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, my name is Sonia Canner. Almost Famous is our channel after the movie. We share the music every single day. We're doing the Week of Music in 1984. Somebody on the crew requested that we did it for 2 weeks. Instead of one, I posted it in community. I asked other people and everyone said, yes. What is the rush? We've never done this before. I've never done this before. A lot of people haven't, where we go through the music year by year. Why don't we do this in 2 weeks? And I'm like, absolutely. Okay. So everybody said, yes, let's extend it. So now we're doing 2 weeks for every year of music. So now we're in the second week of 1984 and it's been incredible. And I'm so glad we did this, you guys, because on Friday, we would already been in 1985. We did the Cars on Friday, which, I mean, those are some of my most popular videos in a long, long time was the Cars. And I'm not surprised because ever since the 80s, all the guys that I knew loved the Cars. And going on that live and talking about the Cars with you guys and doing some of my research, which is part of my job, learning the story about Rick and Benjamin and the amazing talent and the perseverance that they had and the music that they came up with. And then when Rick was done, actually we lost Benjamin very early. He passed away too soon. And when Rick was done with the music, he said the joy was gone over for him. He became a mentor. And what a cool, and he married a supermodel, you guys. I mean, winning, right? I mean, he died at 75, but I mean, I think he lived, right? Those years. So sometimes it's about the quality. We don't always know how long we're going to get here. So anyway, yes. So we do the 70s and 80s. We do all the music on the channel. We've done the 90s as well. Sorry about if the light is reflecting, but it's the only way I can see your comments because it's getting dark here in San Diego. And I wanted to make sure that I could read your comments, you guys. So I apologize if the light is a little bit glaring. It's the only way that I can actually see. Hey, Grandma. Okay, so when you call me Grandma, I actually take that as a compliment because I really want my daughter to get pregnant. She's 27 years old. So say your prayers for my daughter, actually. Say some prayers because I would love to be a grandmother. Absolutely. Some grandparents are like, some of you guys are grandparents. If you guys are on my channel, you might most likely are a grandparent. You could be. And as well as I do, I mean, it's another opportunity to to share some incredible memories, and and hopefully you're sharing the music with your grandkids too, which I plan on doing. So, I mean, my grandparents did that with me. So I think being a grandparent is awesome. Okay, you guys. So let's see. What are you guys? There's so many comments right now. Oh my gosh. I love all the energy, you guys. This is awesome. Okay. The comments are going by so fast. Okay, you guys, I want to talk about some crew news real quick. And then we'll get into Don Henley a little bit. So think about your favorite Don Henley or Eagles song as I'm kind of talking about the crew news. Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, we do our lives. And every single day we are going to feature a musician or a band. And last week we featured Prince on Monday. We featured Phil Collins on Wednesday, which is actually one of my favorite lives. We all talked about Phil Collins, which was incredible. He so deserves it. And Friday we talked about the Cars, which was, after learning about the Cars and their story, it made me love them even more, which is why I love sharing the music with you guys, because I always end up loving the music even more than I did before because of your memories that you guys share with me every single day. It's awesome. It's incredible. So thank you so much for being a part of all of this. So today we're going to talk a little bit about Don Henley, and then some stuff that you guys want to talk about. We're going to talk about him and the Eagles a little bit. And then Monday and Wednesday, we already have our Best of Ballads winner, which was REO Speedwagon, beat Foreigner, totally beat them. And so we're going to be featuring REO Speedwagon on Monday's live, okay? And then on Wednesday's live, we are going to be featuring the Scorpions because they freaking beat Rat. And I don't know if you guys are not, if you're new to my channel, you don't know what I'm talking about. We do weekend battles every weekend, best ballad and best heavy hitters. And I put up 2 ballads yesterday, which was Amanda by Boston and Skid Row, I Remember You. And I've done that song before. That one seems to have a shot against REO Speedwagon, but I think REO Speedwagon could still take that. So we'll see. It's still early for that. And then tonight, after the live, you'll see I just shared what I think might take the Scorpions, take it from the Scorpions, and that is a Guns N' Roses song. So I just shared that because in community I asked you guys, and most people thought a Guns N' Roses song could take the Scorpions. So we went with the Guns N' Roses song, and then we've got one more song up tonight that it will be a surprise, and we'll see if these heavy hitters can take over Scorpions, but I don't know. There's a lot of Scorpions fans out there that are like they think they're the best. So anyway, you guys, okay. Don Henley, yes, he was incredible. So that is a little bit about, so our weekly is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're going to be unlocking memberships, and that doesn't mean anything if you want to just stay a subscriber to the channel. Totally cool. I'm forever and ever going to be doing lives. I'll never stop doing lives. So I will still be doing those Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but we'll only be doing them for 30 minutes. It's going to be a hard stop. And then we're going to just have a members only live, only because some people are on my channel and they already know, they know my age. They know, that I eat, all the questions that I get on a regular basis, they already know those. They know where I live. They know a little bit about me. And so they just want to get into the music, and some of the crew members already know other crew members. So you guys are probably going to recognize, because it'll be a smaller group. Some of you guys will just kind of like, oh, hey, Carl, or hey, John, like you'll recognize the names in there. So we'll just pop on, talk about the music, talk about what's going on in your life. And that's going to be after every live. Every live is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 30 minutes. And then it goes to a members only live after that. So if you want to be a part of that, great. If you don't, no big deal. There's also a chance, as I explained earlier, part of the proceeds for everything that this channel, anything this channel makes is going to Rock Our Youth Foundation, which we as a crew are going to be giving instruments to the youth. And we're going to be doing that. I have some really great plans and great people that already want to help with that. And that is going to happen, you guys. And what's so great is that we are already on such a great platform that I will be able to share with you. I know I'm getting all choked up about this. I will be able to share all of this with you on lives. You'll be able to see actually us going to different areas and gifting the youth the instruments and all of that. So That is coming up as well, our Rock Our Youth. So there's a lot happening on this channel. I believe we have a great opportunity, and when a great group of people come together, I think we can do a lot of good in the world and make a difference. So that is what I want to do with this channel. Okay. Anyway, you guys, who are you and what are you all about? See, I know. See, that this is why I'm going to be doing 2 lives. And I love that question, you guys. Lives are great because people are just scrolling, and YouTube is giving you me for a reason. They think that, we'd be a good fit. You'd be a good crew member, possibly. So we share the music every single day. We have been doing it with the 80s. We used to do 1 week at a time, 1 year at a time. We're in the year 1984. So please subscribe to the channel, jump in the conversations. I take requests. I'm just the DJ. And all of you guys are the ones that pick the music. You guys are the ones that are growing my channel like crazy, okay? Because I'm literally picking your music. So thank you. And the youth is going to thank you as well, because we're going to be handing them instruments, and that's going to be happening next year. So this is all going to be an incredible thing. So yes, in a nutshell, that's kind of what we're all about. This channel has only been around for a couple months. Just a little bit of a background. I was in real estate. Don't use that against me. But I was doing some real estate content, and I played a Def Leppard song, and nobody wanted to talk about the real estate. Everyone wanted to talk about Hysteria, which was the Def Leppard song. And I'm like, wait, this is cute, pretty over here. You should have your business over here or whatever. And they're like, no, that's such a great song. I love that song. And I'm like, that's interesting. So then I tried it with a Metallica song. Same thing happened. Tried it with an AC/DC song, same thing. And then I tried it with a Rush song, and then it just exploded. And that kind of happened on TikTok. And so I'm like, you know what? I think I need to create a channel where we can talk about the music every single day as a crew, as a group. And that's what I just decided to do, it mostly on YouTube. I do a little bit on TikTok, but mostly on YouTube. I found my crew here. I found the people here that I want to do this with. So all my lives are here on YouTube. All the growth is really going to be on YouTube. And I'm really going to focus on YouTube for growing our channel together. So in a nutshell, that explains a little bit about what we're all about. And then on my lives, we talk, I like to talk about what's going on with the channel. Of course, we have the weekend battles. So there's some fun involved in that. That's also going to be a chance for you guys to win prizes. And that's down the road a little bit. Well, actually in December, which is right around the corner. So I'll be explaining a little bit on, that in the coming days, actually. Everything's kind of happening so fast, but I love it. I love the momentum of all of this. So that is going to be, all of that is going to be happening in a couple weeks. So we are growing, but I want to make sure that you guys still have opportunities, because a lot of you guys started with me when I had 200, 300 subscribers, and it's grown to in the thousands. And I want to make sure that you guys still feel like, we're still having the conversations, and I'm communicating with all of you guys, and looking at all of your comments. They're all important to me. Your memories matter, like I say. And I always want to be, I always want you to feel like this channel is never going to get too big for you guys to feel like, you were around when we started. So you're like the OG crew. So I want you guys to feel always like you guys have a special place here. So anyway, that's our channel. And then on lives, we talk about some of the music that we share. So in this case, it was 1984. It was Don Henley, which is a song that we shared this morning, Coffee Crew, and Boys of Summer. And that was an incredible song. And one of you guys requested that, and I went for it. And I started doing some digging on Don Henley, and I was like, wow, I forgot how many songs that man sang. I mean, before he had a solo career, of course, he was with the Eagles. And I mean, it's incredible when you think about all the songs that he actually, if you turned on the radio, I mean, Don Henley was in just so many of the music of the 80s. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit about that. But before he, his success, he was a kid from Texas. So he lived in Texas, and he started out playing the trumpet. Okay. And then he went to the drums. So I didn't even know that he started out as the drummer of Eagles, you guys. So I'm learning, as you know, you guys are maybe learning some stuff. I'm learning from you. But he actually started as the drummer of the Eagles, and he had such a great voice that they're like, we can't not use his voice in a lot of this stuff. Okay, okay, hi. I feel bad because this is a live. I don't want to feel like I'm just rambling on here. And not, I see all of your comments. It's amazing that you guys are hanging in there. Do you guys love Don Henley? Do you like the Eagles? Do you guys remember them back in your childhood? I mean, I thought it was just so interesting that, yeah, it's just another kid that picked up an instrument. He picked up the trumpet and then went to the drums. And like, look, his life completely changed, changed music in a lot of ways for us. So it's like, I think the gift of getting instruments into the hands of kids, every time I read these stories, it reminds me of how important that is, that we're going to be doing that. So the Eagles formed, can you believe it, in 1971. That was forever ago. I was born in 70, so I literally am as old as the Eagles. I'm actually older than the Eagles, actually. So if the Eagles were a person, an age, it would be me. Or actually, I'm older. So yeah, the Eagles formed in 1971. And it was Don Henley and Glenn Frey. So they were the two that originally started it. And then they wanted a California country sound. Isn't that interesting? I'm like, wow, California country, because he started off in Texas and then moved to LA. So that was, Hotel California, you guys. Some of you guys know what the meaning of Hotel California. I mean, there's a lot of his songs have these very interesting meanings. I would definitely say. He definitely pushed it, a little bit on that. And so actually, yeah, so 1972 to 1976, some of his songs were Witchy Woman. Do you remember that? On the Border, and Best of My Love. Okay, this is the 70s, all right? And then it's 1976, Hotel California. Do you guys like that song? I mean, I've heard that song how many times? I mean, and I still, I'm not even quite sure what they're talking about there. I think it's not good though. But anyway, Hotel California, Life in the Fast Lane, and Wasted Time actually is one of my favorite Don Henley songs ever. Wasted Time. Absolutely love that song. And then Hell Freezes Over. So they had the Hell Freezes Over, as you know. And then he had his solo debut album, which was in 1982. So, he actually did a lot with the Eagles and then decided to do the solo thing, which a lot of the Eagles members did. He was just very, very successful. And of course, he was another one that actually really took the MTV opportunity and went crazy with it. Like so many of the other iconic musicians of this time, that's what they did. They saw MTV as a great opportunity, and those are the videos that we watched. And I mean, I think that really is what got us to really think about, certain musicians versus others, the fact that they, had these MTV videos. So I know we've talked about MTV a lot. Hello, you guys. Okay, so I know. Oh, so if you guys are looking at the comments and there's people are asking questions about Don Henley and everything, if you guys know the answers to that, feel free to communicate with each other because there's so many comments that are going by so fast. So there's so many people on this live, and unfortunately, I can't read all of them. They're going by so fast. So if you guys know the answer to these questions, feel free to help me out. Help the DJ out, please. Okay. So yeah, in the comments though, since we are talking about Don Henley, why don't you put in your favorite Don Henley song? I would love to see if a lot of you guys pick the same songs. I mean, is it Boys of Summer? And that's just iconic California. He sang so much about, he moved from Texas to LA, and so much of his music was actually about California. And he got a little political a little bit in some of his music as well. Dirty Laundry. Do you remember that song? I was too young to even understand what the heck he was talking about. I'm like, is he really talking about laundry? He wasn't. But anyway, so he had an incredibly amazing career, you guys. So There's Not Enough Love in the World. I mean, I think he sang a lot of like vulnerable, mushy songs as well. Because I mean, some of the songs that I remember, Don Henley, like my favorite, New York Minute. Okay, so this album that came out in 1989, you guys, The End of the Innocence, okay, that is the album that I remember the most with Don Henley. And he sang New York Minute, The Heart of the Matter. I love that song. Um, and The End of the Innocence. I mean, I remember that like it was yesterday, I swear. I mean, that was just such good music. So anyway, Don Henley, he definitely brought a lot to the music of the 80s, music of the 70s as well. And, you know, he's just another one that, you know, we have so much to actually, when you look back on our memories and our music, I mean, he was definitely a big player in that. So were you guys Eagles fans? Have any of you guys seen Eagles in concert? I actually have a really funny story about that. Tell me if you've seen the Eagles in concert, you guys. I would love to know if you guys have. I want to see them at the Sphere. Have you guys been to the Sphere in Las Vegas yet? Has anybody done that? Do you guys know about the Sphere? It's this crazy venue in Vegas, and I want to go so bad. And the Eagles are actually there right now, so I definitely want to see if I can get to the Sphere to see the Eagles. I mean, that would be incredible, you guys. East Texas, yes. Okay, so you guys are communicating with each other. Thank you. And you guys so you've been to the Sphere. It's incredible. So I think that so I have a funny Eagles story. So I think it was like in the early 90s, the Eagles were on tour. I think it was the When Hell Freezes Over tour, actually. And I went on a blind date with this guy, and somebody set me up, and he wanted to take me to an Eagles concert. And so I'm like, sure, that's cool for a first date, awesome. And it was at Jack Murphy Stadium, which if you guys are from San Diego, I don't doubt anyone is even from San Diego on my live. If you are, give me some hearts. It's probably not. Small chance, but we had a stadium called Jack Murphy Stadium. And so anyway, we get to this Eagles concert. We had like 10th row tickets. And I'm thinking, this guy's pretty cool. Okay, he did not know one word to one song. And I'm like, every song, like Desperado. I'm like, don't you know Desperado? He's all, no. I'm like, Hotel California. No. I mean, he didn't know any of the words. And I was like, dude, I couldn't go out with him after that. I'm like, how do you not know any words to Eagles songs? Like, that's like it doesn't even seem like it's actually legal. So anyway, I mean, it was very kind of him to take me to the concert, but I felt bad for the guy because I was so excited. I growing up in the 70s, I mean, my parents, like, that's what we listened to is the Eagles. I mean, they were so big back in the day. And then, you know, of course, you know, Don Henley and his solo career, I mean, just incredible. So anyway, you guys, okay. So have you guys seen the Eagles? Let me know. Okay, yes. Oh, Jack Murphy Stadium. Yeah, exactly. And so that's where we had our Chargers. Back to the Chargers. Good. Okay, you're a San Diego person here. Yeah, we lost the Chargers and we lost our stadium. Well, they changed it to Qualcomm. And then Chargers decided to go to LA. So a lot of my friends stopped being Charger fans, which I thought was stupid. So I'm like, no, then I'm going to have to pick another team. That's dumb. So I just continued to be a Charger fan. Like I said, my son was at the game today. Yay. And because I'm all about the players, it wasn't their fault, you know, that the owners did that. So, but yeah, we lost our team, but I still have my team, Chargers. I'm a Charger girl. But anyway, yes, Jack Murphy Stadium was the bomb. I saw Guns N' Roses there. I saw Rolling Stones there. I saw U2 there. I saw so many concerts there. Yes, I mean, back in the 90s, I saw Def Leppard actually at the sports arena. We have San Diego Sports Arena too, and I saw a bunch of concerts there too. I don't even know if that thing is still, I haven't checked if it's even still up. You know, a lot of times they'll like just take the sports arenas down and they'll replace them. I haven't even looked to see if it's still there. I'm not sure. Anyway, you guys, so what are your best venues. Like, do you guys have some cool venues where you live? Like back to where you guys live. I'm gonna move this light real quick because it's really annoying me. Hold on one second. Okay, it was like in my face. I'm sorry about that because I'm trying to see. Okay, this is like, okay, sorry about that. I don't think I can do anything about it. It's getting dark here, you guys. I wasn't meant to be on a live for this long. Sorry. Okay. I don't want it to fall on me. And I can't see, so sorry about that, but it's like already, it's like, yeah, almost, oh my gosh. We've been on this live for a while, so it's getting dark and I'm like, okay, I need a light in case it gets dark, which it is. So sorry about that little technical mishap right there. Okay. Why can't orphans stay? I can't see. I don't know if that's like a silly question or what. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, what do you know about the song In the Air Tonight? Yeah, I know that there's a story there too. I think it's a bad story also. I mean, a lot of these songs, you guys, I mean, there was like some not so good, they're not about just like little, lost love stories. I mean, there's a lot of deep, stuff that people sing about for sure. Okay, California, no plastic surgery. Oh, you're talking about my wrinkles? Yeah, no, I have not had plastic surgery and I have wrinkles. So, I want to grow old gracefully. I don't do Botox. I don't do, fillers or any of that stuff because I just don't like that plasticky look. So yes, I do have wrinkles and I am 55 years old and I don't think I'm going to have plastic surgery. I don't think I want a facelift or any of that stuff either. So, yes. So that is, I'm 55 and if I was a 30-year-old, you guys, doing this with you guys, you'd be like, you weren't even born yet. So you weren't even there in the 80s to even have this conversation. So, you have to have a 55-year-old DJ to actually, understand along with you guys, growing up in the times that we grew up. So, you need I don't know what that is. Okay. Thank God for that. Yes, absolutely. Thoughts on Bruce Lee? I don't know much about Bruce Lee. See, this is like when I get to the comments, I'm like, are you guys for real? Like some of these goofy comments. So anyway, you guys, I think that's a wrap because clearly it's getting dark in here and I can't see much anymore. I tried to get the light, but it's not really helping me too much. And there's no point in you guys. Am I vegan? No, I'm not actually. I'm not vegan. I eat chicken, I eat steak, I eat meat, I eat, pretty much everything. Although I don't like, honestly, the idea of eating meat, to be honest with you. Like, I'm just going to be honest. Like, we ate turkey for Thanksgiving, and when my ex pulled it out of the oven, I kind of looked at it and I'm like, I don't like eating this. It doesn't, if you really stop and think about it, like it didn't feel right to me. So, I go back and forth on the whole vegan thing, and eating animals, because I don't really want to eat animals, to be honest with you. It goes kind of against, like what I want to do. So I'm kind of mixed about that, actually. I'm a work in progress like everybody else, you guys. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll be vegan, at the beginning of the year. I don't know about that. Okay. You have the best steak burger. You just had the best steak burger. I know. I love hamburgers. So when people on my posts say, eat a cheeseburger, I'm like, I do all the time. I ate French fries last night. Like, I know what they're saying. They think I'm like anorexic or something silly, which I'm not. So yes. Do you know any Irish songs? I don't know any Irish songs. Is Mumford and Sons, are they Irish? I love them. And I'm sure there's some great Irish music. So if you're sick, see, I love comments like that. It's just when I just go and I look and it happens to be in the perfect spot that you say something silly like that. I'm actually not sick, thank God. I was sick 10 years ago. I almost died. But I'm very healthy right now because I take good care of myself. So, not sick. So I don't know what you're saying actually, or why you said that. But anyway, this is going to be another reason, you guys, why I am going to be doing the lives, which I think it's really important to have, everybody on the lives, and you guys can make comments. And, sometimes there's people that say hurtful, mean things, but, there's mean people in the world. So why would I come on a live and expect that there aren't going to be mean people on the live? Like, that's silly. I mean, there just are mean people no matter where you are in the world. So I'm not naive to think I'm going to pop on a live and I'm going to have 100% cool crew, people on my live. It's just not the reality. I mean, I think most people are good, but I think that there's, a percentage of people that are not, I would say borderline evil. And, those people are going to pop on my live. So, we deal with it. But I will have the members only lives, and then none of that stuff will actually be on them. So for those of you guys that are subscribers and you guys just want to talk about the music and all of that stuff, you're not going to have to deal with even seeing, that or that energy, because that bot or whatever is putting that energy in this. And, it's like our time is valuable and precious. We don't need that energy. So I'm not about that on this channel. Okay. Excellent. I know exactly. Yeah, it's sometimes you get these goofy people here that just, want to cause problems. Metallica, is an old man's, there's some Metallica song that's an old man song. Okay. Well, the funny thing about Metallica is, depending on what Metallica song I pick, a lot of people don't like the new Metallica. They like the old Metallica. So I could share a Metallica song, and I have these people that are really serious about not liking the new stuff. So that's what I love about this channel too, is everyone's entitled to their opinion. We can disagree about music. We can even disagree about politics. I don't care about that. It's a no hate, no bully zone on this channel. I will not tolerate hate. I will not tolerate bullying. I will not tolerate mean energy. And I'm doing some things to kind of protect the crew from that. And I'm going to protect your time from that. And just so you guys know that when mean comments come through, I know that there are mean people in this world. I'm not naive, okay? So we send them love, of course. We're going to send them love and, hope that they get the help they need. But it's not going to ever, because I know some of you guys comment, after a live, and you'll say, don't let them get you down, and, all of that stuff. They never do, okay? I know that this world, there's good and there's evil. So it's just a part of this world, that we live in. So it's about being a better person, a better human being, no matter what, right? I'm single. Am I single? Yes, I am single. Very single, actually. This is a single chapter of my life. I've been married before. I love being married, but I want to focus on this. My daughter is not of the best health. She's 27 and she needs her mom. And I have my 2 young kids that, are well on their way in life. My youngest is going into the Marines next year. And I've got my friends and I've got this crew that I want to grow. And now I have this foundation, Rock Our Youth, which I really, really, really want to see that happen next year. I want to start putting instruments in the hands of our youth. And I want some of you guys on the crew to be doing that with me, because I can't be everywhere. I'm in San Diego, so I'm relying on you guys when we get this thing set, that if you guys are in Midwest or Texas or East Coast or wherever you are, if there's an event or if there's something that's happening with a sponsor, or, I was even thinking about a used instrument drive or anything, I know you guys are going to step up and you guys are going to help with that. I know it, because I think we can do some good in this world on this channel. And that is why I sit here live. Every time I sit here live, I know I take some of these silly comments, but it's all a part of it. It actually motivates me to actually keep persevering, just like a lot of these musicians did back in the day, like the Cars. They persevered. I'm sure Don Henley persevered. A lot of actually what he wrote about when he left the Eagles and he did his solo career was about him finding his voice again. And so a lot of the lyrics and the emotions and all of that stuff was real for him, because, his identity was the Eagles. And then he was now a solo artist. So, you know, that's why we relate to a lot of these songs when we hear them, because we too have been there. I was a business owner. I lost my business during COVID. I had a business for 12 years. It truly was my identity. I My business was everything to me, and I lost it during COVID. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I pouted a little bit for a while because I was like, how is this even fair? But you know, life isn't fair. I realize that. And I got back up. It's not how many times you fall, but it's how many times you get back up. I got back up and thought I was going to do real estate, but then you know, like I said, I played a Def Leppard song and everyone wanted to talk about that, and I'm like, you know what, I think we need a channel where we can all talk about the music, and that's why we're here. So, you know, I'm sure like I'm like you guys in a lot of ways. I've had times in my life that everything, I was riding high and everything was going great. And then I would have like a health crisis or a business crisis, or in my case, a divorce. And then, you know, you had to reevaluate everything. So I'm like, I guess what I'm saying is I can relate to a lot of you guys. We all have similar life stories, and that's why the music resonates with us, and that's why we're able to come together and share the music. So anyway, on that note, I am really glad to be here, part of this with you guys. And so look for a live tomorrow, Monday. I will let you guys know. I will let you know in the morning what time we're going live. It'll be around 2 to 4. And I'm going to do it earlier, so I don't have to deal with this like darkness and this light shining in my face. The lighting is, I just knew at like 4:30. I keep forgetting like the sun sets at 4:41. So I'm going to do it obviously a little bit earlier tomorrow, and we're going to be featuring REO Speedwagon tomorrow. So we're going to talk about the story, the history of REO Speedwagon. I cannot wait for that. And then on Wednesday, we're going to get into the Scorpions. Okay. So, I'm really excited to go through that with you. And then 1985 starts on Friday. I haven't even looked at the songs that came out in 1985, guys, yet. I don't even know, but 84 blew me away. Just like every other year, 84 was another one where it was like, I can't even believe how many incredible songs came out in 1 year. 1 year. So anyway, I think that 85 is going to be just another one where it's just going to be like song after song after song after song after song. And I know that even like we have how many more days? Monday, like I'm doing finger math, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we have 4 more days. We're not going to get to all the songs of 84, obviously, but we'll try our best to get to as many as possible. Okay. So on that note, you guys, I am heading out. It is dark now, and, I will see you guys on Monday live tomorrow, hopefully, talk about some REO Speedwagon and whatever else you guys want to talk about. And, I hope you guys have a great evening. And great hanging out with you guys. Sorry about the lighting mishap. I knew it was going to get dark, but I didn't know it was going to, you know, be this drastic. And anyway, as always, it was great hanging out with you guys. See you guys tomorrow. And thank you again for being a part of this journey with me. All right. Take care. Bye.